to this music. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Um, Man, I saw something interesting last night on YouTube. Well, let me rephrase that. I had something interesting happen to me last night on YouTube. I had a bot attack. I had some bots up in here last night that got like up to 270 some people. And all those with the majority of them were bots. So, and I noticed that I never use the word wealth in any of my descriptions. And last night I did. And I noticed that, these podcasts. So I said, well, wait a minute. Let me try this again. I'm going to put wealth back in my title and see what happens. Okay? Listen, your understanding is your wealth. Let me say that again and get my leg propped up here. And my knee is better, man. I can stand on it. I can walk on it slowly, but it's getting better. But your wealth is your understanding. That's where your wealth comes from. Your understanding. Your how knowing to do whatever you do. At a level that people want. That's where your wealth is going to come from. Your understanding. And listen, y'all know the Bible say riches and honor are in the left hand and long life is in the right hand of understanding. That when you exalt understanding, it will promote you. Okay? It will bring you wealth. And I'm trying to see, man, if that works. That's what I want to see. I want to see if it works. I sure do. Okay? Cause see, when you get the understanding of how to do something, who can stop you? Let me say that again. When you get the understanding of how to do something, who can stop you? Who can intimidate you? Who can bully you? When you have an understanding of how it's done. See, because when you have an understanding, can't nobody come and tell you how to do it wrong, because you know how to do it right. See, when you got an understanding, you know the right way something needs to be done to get the results you are looking for. You can do nothing in life without having some kind of understanding of what you're dealing with. And this is one of the problems that we have. We are not reaching out, trying to impact the understanding of our young people. That's the problem right now in most cities. They don't know how to reach the understanding. See, Let me give you an example. We talk about the border crisis, but notice you never see anybody going down trying to say, hey man, coming this way is a waste of your time. Don't try to get in America because it's a waste of your time. Because you're going to suffer. You're going to deal with homelessness. You're going to deal with abuse. Okay? See, we need to start letting people know. You think that things done change. It ain't like it used to be when your mama and your grandmama and your great-grandmama could come to America. Now things have changed. And it should not be as easy as it always have been. Because we're getting overran, man. And that's because we haven't developed an understanding of how to get the message out. Man, don't come this way. And really, you know, think about the manufacturing that you could probably put in South America that would prevent a lot of this from happening. Man, send them people some jobs. And that way, they ain't got to come over here trying to take yours. Send some job opportunities down there. They'll stay home. They'll be glad to stay home. But again, you know, that's the common sense thing to do. All right? Man, this is the first time that I have been live. Well, I'm 7 minutes in, and ain't nobody up in here. See, your understanding will tell you that whatever you're talking about, people don't want to hear. But the Bible says, exalt understanding. So whether people want to hear it or not, I'm still going to exalt understanding. Because I know as long as I keep exalting understanding, there's a blessing that comes with it. I can't worry about what it appears, what it looks like, how people are responding. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm doing what the Bible say, exalt understanding. Okay? And understanding is only the knowledge that you possess of how to get some shit done. That's your understanding. Your understanding is your knowledge of how to get some shit done. Okay? And that's value. That's money. You know what's so amazing? Rarely do we look at ourselves as being valuable, having something to offer, because we deal with so much rejection and condemnation that most of the time we never consider our own value, what we are worth to ourselves. That's why we always got to look to somebody else to be the answer, because we ain't trying to find the answer within ourselves. And you know, in the same energy that you're using to work for somebody else, you can use the same energy to work for yourself, to manifest one of your ideas. Okay? And that's what you're going to have to start doing, man. You're going to have to start manifesting your own stuff rather than depending on somebody else. See, because somebody else can snatch the rug from under you anytime they want. But you ain't gonna snatch the rug from under yourself. You ain't gonna sabotage yourself. Well, some people do with their ignorance. Bernie! Man, thank you, brother. And let me get up in here and read this. Let me get up in here and read this, because for some reason, it ain't coming up right on my phone. So I have to go in here. Let me see what you said, Bernie. Let me get up in here and read this. Well, Bernie, let me tell you something, brother. Listen, Bernie, the reason, and brother, I pray success over your business. I pray success over your business, Bernie. And see, the reason you are enjoying the success that you are enjoying is because you have put time and effort into your understanding of your craft. You done put some time, effort, dedication, sacrifice into building your craft. Because see, when we first start out, man, we just like little babies. We don't know what's going on. We trying to figure it all out. But once you get your feet wet and people start getting to know you and getting to start dealing with you and respecting you, see, now you're building a foundation. Most folk don't want to take the time to come in and build a foundation that generations can stand on. Generations can stand on. See, we trying to get something, we need it right now, just quick, fast, and in a hurry. And just like the house built on sand, wave come in, bam, it's gone. So man, I pray, brother. I pray, and just from looking at what you do, you enjoy it. See, that's another thing that we have to understand. When you enjoy what you do, man, you learn all kinds of ways to manifest, to do, because you enjoy it. See, when you enjoy what you do, when you run up against some adversity, it don't frustrate you. Because now you got a challenge. See, now you have been confronted with something that you don't understand, and you're trying to figure it out. And see, and Bernie, this is how you have gotten to be good. Okay? And you're very fast at your craft. Okay? See, the reason you're good, Bernie, is because when you run against something that you don't know, you're going to figure it out. And sometimes that stuff ain't even taught in books that you figure out. Because thank you, Lord. And see, and listen. See, Bernie is a mechanic. That's his gift. Being a mechanic is his gift. And he understands his gift, and he don't take it for granted. That's why he's good at it. Because he recognized, man, this is what I'm good at. So don't let me be trifling at what I'm good at, because that's going to give you a bad name. When you're good at something and people expect one level and you give them a lower level, you're going to get a bad name. You're going to get a bad name. when you can't produce. And when you can't produce, it's because you don't have the understanding to be able to complete whatever it is you're trying to do. And right now, our kids, see, this is why social media has made the need for an education obsolete. What is an education? Wisdom. That's what an education is, wisdom. And social media has made the need for an education obsolete, because you can get out here and do some dumb stuff, man, just like that overnight and be made rich off of some stupidity. You can get rich, okay? Your wealth comes from your understanding. And if you ain't got no understanding, you ain't in demand. Oh, shit. I like that. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Boy, if you don't have no understanding, you ain't in demand. Simple as that. Because if you're good at what you do, you're going to be in demand. I got a guy, the mechanic that actually works on my car. I don't know what happened, and I discovered him. And then I had something else to happen, and I went to another mechanic, and this mechanic referred me back to this shop that I already knew about. And every time I call, Julio, you busy? Yeah, man, I'm busy today. I can't get to you today. Because he's in demand. And see, understanding is what creates demand. Demand is what creates wealth. When you can satisfy a demand, you're going to create you some wealth. You're going to create some, whether it's positive or negative. If you can satisfy a demand, you're going to create some wealth. Look at all these dope dealers out here. What you think they doing? Satisfying a demand. And they get rich. So if you go into business, you trying to create a demand, because that's where your wealth is going to come from. And in order for you to create that demand, you're going to have some kind of understanding, man. You're going to have something to offer. You're going to have something people want. They ain't just going to do it because you think it should be done. Man, you got to create a demand for your services. That's all you got to do. And how do you do that? By being good at it. And when you're good at it, you understand it. See, when you're good, man, you got to understand it. And word of mouth. I start, hey, you need something done? Man, go on over to Bernie. Okay? Let me see what you're saying here, Bernie. So that's, I'm trying to see what you said here. How come I ain't going on this here? Live chat. Here we go. See what I'm saying? and 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 you had to learn. That ain't something that you just picked up on. You had to study for this, man, because you're gonna have to know the rules, the regulations, in order. Bernie said, "Mr. TC, I do vehicle safety inspections currently. I use the knowledge I have to inspect vehicles, less wrenching and more visual. But that comes from your understanding of how the job should be done, of what the work should be look like. See, if you don't have, Bernie, if you look at something and don't have an understanding whether it has been installed correctly or properly, then you ain't good at what you do. See, you're gonna have to have some basic knowledge of how something's supposed to look, how it's supposed to react, in order to be able to come to the conclusions that's your understanding, Bernie. That's your understanding. And see, thank you, Lord. And man, I pray that you open up another location. I pray that you get so busy that you have to open up another location for your business. That's what I pray for you, Bernie. I pray that God bless you so you got to open up. Man, in fact, man, you need to start looking for another building right now. You need to start looking, Bernie, for another location to expand your business. You need to start looking. That's my suggestion to you. Because you got the understanding. And see, and let me tell you something. This is why it's important with who you have in your corner. Let me say that again. See, this is why it's important who you got in your corner. Because if you got somebody that's doubtful, that's second guessing, no, man, your business is Bernie. Look for your second location. Look for you another location, Bernie. Look for you another location, Bernie. And let me tell you something. Listen to me, Bernie. And have your locations convenient to each other. Let me say that again. All right? Have your locations convenient to each other. So if something happened and you got to get there, you ain't got to spend no hour or no 2 hours in traffic. Okay? Look for you someplace closer. And see, and not only that, man, see what else that you can expand with doing this inspection. Because if people come in and need a inspection and something ain't working, you should be able to fix it on the spot. They should not have to go to another mechanic when you can fix it. Whatever they need, right there on the spot. That's what you got in front of you, brother. That's what you got. See, because most inspectors, a lot of them, man, they got to send stuff to, send people, oh, you need to go get this done. You can say, hey, you need to get this done? I can fix this for you. Right here, right now. Man, look at increase, Bernie. Look at increase, Bernie. Okay? Because it's all around you, brother. You got a good heart. You got a good heart, Bernie. Blessings are going to come to you. Man, look for another location. Look for another location. And that's what you should do. Look for another location. And that's what I feel compelled to tell you. Man, look for you another location. Because you're getting ready to grow. You're getting ready to grow. And this is a business that your grandchildren are going to be able to work in, Bernie. What you building right now is something your grandchildren are going to be able to work in. That's how long it's going to last. All right, now, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And see, man, it's your understanding is where your wealth is. And see, and what is the one thing people are afraid of? When an idea come to them, they don't have the understanding to be able to embrace it and make it a reality. Because the first thing they're going to look at, man, I ain't got no money for that. You know, I told y'all, I've been looking for a van. I'm believing God for a van for my business. I don't know where that van at. I don't know where that van at. And when my intuition tells me to look at vans for sale, passenger vans for sale on the internet, I don't say, oh shoot, I got bad credit. I ain't got no money. I don't approach that like, man, I'm looking, because for that, when I find that van gonna talk to me. Here I am, right here. This is what I'm looking for. And see, right now, I'm trying to find a needle in a haystack. And I just go through and just look at passenger vans for sale. And the one that's for me gonna speak to me. Here I am. When I see it, it's gonna say, man, here I am. I'm who you looking for. Okay? And that's how I deal with it. Cause that's the one thing right now that's missing with my business. I just don't have a vehicle. I don't have my own vehicle. My vehicles got repossessed. Okay? And rather than throw the towel in and give up, man, I still, you know, let me tell you something. When I had my Sprinter, I always dressed like this. I was always professional. So when people needed to impress, my car was clean, always shining in wax, and I was always professional. So when people wanted to impress somebody, hey man, you busy? I got a job for you. And I would help them out. Okay? That's what I would do. And this one guy, Joe Loba, Loba Tours, right here in Washington, D.C. And I used to help Joe out a lot. And Joe called me up one day. He said, Captain Buddy. That's my company's name is Capital Buddy. He said, Captain Buddy, where you been? I said, Joe, I got my trucks repossessed. So he said, why don't you say it? I said, well, it is what it is. He said, well, are you willing to help me with my tours? I said, yeah, man, I'll help you. Sure, Joe, what you need? He said, well, look, meet me at the hotel. I'm going to give you 2 sets of keys. One for a 12 passenger and one for a 15 passenger. And when I need you to do a tour, just go and get whatever van you need. Man, now mind you, I'm on a bicycle on public transportation. That's how I get around. With my bike on the subway and bus. And when I had to do a job for him, I had to get on my bike, go to the subway, ride almost 2 miles to get the van, lock my bike up, and then go back and come back. Let me tell you something. I started doing his tours so good that one day he told me, he said, look, take the van home. Okay? Take that 12 passenger, take it home. So when I call you, you can meet me right away. Okay? And for almost 2 years, every day, he said, listen, and when you need to do your tours, just let me know. Okay? And all right, thank you, brother. Thank you, Bernie. And for 2 years, man, I ain't had to pay no gas. I ain't had to pay no maintenance. I ain't had to pay nothing. And I drove his van. That's how I'm still in business. Because when I had mine, I didn't mind helping. And he is the one that kept me afloat until I can get out here and start doing my own thing. Okay? It's your understanding that's where your wealth is. You want more money? Increase your understanding. Learn how to do more. Be a little bit more versatile. If you want to see more, you have to understand more. You have to know how to do more. You got to know how to connect more than one dot. And see, that's wrong. That's what's wrong with unionized workers. See, in a union, you can be a total fuck up and still keep your job. See, that's the downside of unions. You got a lot of people that are total fuck ups. And the union is what's saving their job. Because they take it for granted. They don't care nothing about it. You know, and this is one of the things that I learned. I picked this up real quick. When I started working for Metro, I went in there looking like this. With a hat on. Matter of fact, my nickname was Top Hat in Metro. That was my nickname, Top Hat. Matter of fact, if you went in and say, you know Don Folden? Most folk would say, who? No, I don't know him. And he said, no, Top Hat. Oh, yeah. I know who Top Hat is. One of the things I noticed about a lot of the troubled employees was as soon as they got off the bus from doing their shift, first thing they want to do is pull their shirt out. Pull their shirt out their pants. That's the first thing they want to do. And you go back and you look at all of the people that don't have an understanding about their appearance. That's the kind of stuff you do. And it tells you, and it sends signals about who you are. See, when you got an understanding, you ain't going to do something that's going to give a person a wrong impression about you. When you have an understanding, man, your wealth is your wisdom and understanding. You need more wealth, increase your understanding. All right? Man, thank y'all for joining me today. Thank you so very much. I'm still letting my knee heal. And you know, I saw that the guy that ran past me on the bus stop. I got on this bus yesterday, and he pulled about, and I'm limping bad. And he see me limping. And he pulls about this far from the curb, where I had to step down off the curb and step up on the bus. And I didn't respond. I said, okay, I pray for this dude. Because obviously he has a nasty attitude. For old man with a nasty attitude. Now, and see, and a lot of times you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who. See, I could be the blessing for him that he just missed because of the way he treated me. And he could have missed the blessing, man. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. See, when you got an understanding, see, a lot of things you overlook because it might cause you to miss something. See, you don't respond to everything. Anyway, man, let me go. I see y'all. Thank you, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all.